Happy birthday, Rutgers!
I'm Kim Bollard.
And I'm Olivia Cruser. We've got a great show lined up for you. It is Thursday, November 10th, 2016.
Today we're going to take a look at Rutgers' 250 kickoff party last November.
Looks like a lot of fun. Weather watcher Jane Minar will give you the regional forecast for the day.
And I hope we have good weather. And I'm going to talk to Steve Shimchick from Rutgers 250.
Can't wait to hear. And Chloe Cooper is going to tell you about the movie The Devil Wears Prada, playing on our channels this month.
That looks like a lot of fun. Let's start the show. You're watching Wake Up Rutgers on RUTV.
Rutgers, it's great to be here on this revolutionary Thursday morning.
Yeah, we're here to wake you up every Thursday morning with the latest and greatest news, events, and weather.
So, the day is finally here. It's Rutgers' birthday.
It finally happened. You know, I feel like it's been going on for so long, but this is the actual 250th birthday.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I heard the Empire State Building will be lit up for Scarlett's birthday. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So they're going to light it up red and scarlet, I guess.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
It is.
There's a bunch of different celebrations going on for the 250th birthday, and we're going to find out a little bit more about that. We're actually going to check out where it all began last fall with the Rutgers 250 kickoff.
Rutgers is celebrating its 250th anniversary, and what better place to have a birthday party than right here on Queens campus, where it all started in 1766. Students, faculty, and alumni are all here to join in some revolutionary fun. From handbells, historical actors, to scroll signing, College Avenue was the place to be on November 10th.
Well, I dressed up and came out to this event today because I love Rutgers and I wanted to support the 250th anniversary.
You just have to be here as a Rutgers student. It's so awesome. We're the 8th oldest in the country. Just 250 is such a big number. It's got to be out here for that kind of stuff.
I think it's great to go to such a huge school that's been around for so long, even before the country was developed. So I think it's great to celebrate with everyone and all the alumni who are here too.
So I came out to celebrate because we're very proud of Rutgers being a State University of New Jersey, 8th oldest college in the United States. That's awesome. I want to be part of it.
The rain didn't dip in too many spirits as tons of people came out to celebrate the start of Rutgers' 250th birthday, with music, cupcakes, and the unveiling of a present from Johnson & Johnson.
When they unveiled the gift, it wasn't exactly what I expected, but it was definitely pretty cool. I like the idea. The whole theme of this event has been Rutgers being revolutionary and highlighting the R and the U in revolutionary. It was pretty cool, clever idea. I like it.
I think it's really awesome that it's something that can move around all the campuses, and we were made before the revolution, so revolutionary is kind of our motto for our 250th year.
Even President Barchi joined in on the fun, taking selfies with the students. Besides the gifts, students seem to love the other events set up around the celebration as well.
You know what, my favorite event was the movie that they recently just played. It talks about Rutgers recently, how it got started.
The photo booth that you get to dress up in all the revolutionary clothes, you set a little background. It's cute, it's fun, and it definitely is a good way for them to spread a Twitter movement about it. It's pretty cool.
I liked the part where we did a scavenger hunt to find different Rutgers facts. I think it's so cool to learn about different things about the university that I'm a part of.
What a great way to celebrate Rutgers' 250th anniversary. There has been so much history that has been celebrated here on the banks of the Raritan, and even more to come. Happy birthday, Rutgers. Emily Gibbs, RUTV.
So that looked like a lot of fun. I actually remember not being able to go to that event for some reason, but I really wish I did. Did you go to that event?
No, I actually didn't know about it. I had just been moved in for about a month because it was my first semester.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so I wish I was able to attend that event. There are so many things going on. It's almost hard to keep up.
That's really interesting. I mean, that's the problem. I feel like I can't keep up with all the events that are happening, so I'm definitely going to try to check out some of the events today, but it's about time to take our first break. But before we go, let's see how much you know.
What day was Rutgers College founded?
We'll find out the answer when we get back right after this.
Do you like kicking back in your free time? Sometimes the dorms can get stuffy and boring, so head on over to the Rutgers Zone. Need somewhere to watch sports? Need to satisfy that ice cream craving? Or are you tired of your old video games? Rutgers Zone is where you need to visit. Enjoy some games, food, TV, karaoke, and so much more. And don't forget to ask for those ice cream toppings. With all of the cool things at the Rutgers Zone, why would you even leave? If you are on Livingston campus, make sure you swing by the Rutgers Zone, just a bus stop away. For more information, please visit zone.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked what day was Rutgers College founded?
It's time to find out the answer. November 10th, 1766. The charter to create Rutgers was signed 250 years ago today.
You know what they say? Older than America.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. That's just how historic Rutgers is, and it's so awesome to be a part of the history. You know, I moved in, I started Rutgers last year, so I started right when
you started right at the beginning of everything,
yeah.
And I'm leaving right at the end of it.
Yeah, so we're both here for the milestone, and it's really awesome to be a part of it.
I think it's very cool.
Well, a birthday is always better when the weather is nice, so let's check out the forecast for today.
Good morning, Rutgers. My name is Jane Minar, here to bring you your Thursday, November 10, 2016 forecast. A beautiful day in store for us with a high temperature at 57 degrees, sunny skies, winds coming out of the northwest at 6 to 8 miles per hour. For overnight conditions, a low of 40 degrees with mostly clear skies, winds coming out of the southwest at 7 miles per hour. And our 7-day forecast, we can expect mostly sunny skies across the board, temperatures dropping a bit cooler over the weekend with a high of 48 on Saturday, but for the most part, temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. Have a great day, Rutgers.
I'm glad that we can celebrate Rutgers' 250th birthday with such awesome weather.
Yeah, so it's nice we can be outside, we can enjoy all the events happening today, you know.
And there are a lot of events.
There are a lot of events, and I can't wait to hear more about that later.
Yeah. Speaking of events, stay tuned for news and events right after this break.
Registering for classes can be quite stressful without preparation. Here are some guidelines to make sure you're set for future semesters. First, become familiar with Course Schedule Planner. There, you can build several preferred schedules and sort through lists of offered classes as well as choosing times and days that work best for you. You can also save schedules that you create, so all that's left to do is register on your specified day. Just go to sims.rutgers.edu/CSP. Still unsure of which classes to take? Stop by any of the academic advising offices on campus to speak with deans and advisors to map out a schedule that's right for you. For all information regarding academic advising and registration, check out sasundergrad.rutgers.edu. It's also on Facebook under SAS Academic Services and on Twitter at SAS Advising, #RUPrepared.
So 250 is a revolutionary birthday, and now we're going to talk about some revolutionary events going around on campus. Join the Department of Philosophy today as they host esteemed alumni for their event, A Day of Revolutionary Thinking. The event is taking place at the Alexander Library until 5 p.m. on the College Avenue campus in the Scholarly Communications Center. Many different departments are participating. The philosophy department encourages students to come out and listen to presentations given by notable professors within the department. Speakers include Sarah Jane Leslie, class of 1943, professor of philosophy at Princeton University, Paul M. Petrosky, professor in departments of philosophy and linguistics at the College of Maryland, and Robin Jeshin, professor of philosophy, University of Southern California. You do not want to miss this event. For more information about which departments are participating and who the speakers will be, visit 250.rutgers.edu. Now, I will actually be asking Steve about this event after our next break, so stay tuned to find out more about this event.
Wow, that's so exciting. There is so much going on today, and I think it's awesome that they're having a lot of speakers come in to talk about, you know, the alumni, I guess, to talk about their experiences and how being at Rutgers has helped them. And, you know, isn't that, you know, what Rutgers is all about?
And especially this, it sounds like a really educational event.
Right. I'll be going to one similar to that later at the School of Communication and Information. So they'll have a few, you know, media people speaking about their experiences here.
Very interesting.
Speaking of which, the Rutgers University Programming Association presents a night of comedy with Ilana Glazer and friends. Glazer is a hilarious comedian, actress, and writer known for her role on Broad City. This event will be taking place November 15th at 8 p.m. and midnight. Be sure to arrive at the Rutgers Student Center for wristbanding at 6:30 p.m. The doors will promptly open at 7:30 p.m. RUIDs are necessary, and students are only permitted one outside student guest with a valid identification. For more info, please visit rupa.rutgers.edu or facebook.com/rupa-events.
Now, I cannot wait for this because I really like Broad City, and when Rupa did this last year, actually, my improv group opened for Nasim Pedrad, and it was very cool. It was very fun. So I love when Rupa brings in comedians. And have you ever seen Broad City?
I haven't seen Broad City, no, but I definitely want to check it out because I love comedy. I think everyone should, you know, see something, make them laugh every day because laughing is so important.
Laughing's important, especially when there's so much going on in the world. A recent stabbing was reported at the Rutgers Business School on the Livingston campus last Friday. The suspect, Joshua S. Thompson, has been taken into custody and was sent to the hospital for self-inflicted injuries. The former Rutgers student has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder, possession of a weapon for an unlawful purpose, and an unlawful possession of a weapon. The 2 victims were transported to the local hospital for treatment of injuries sustained during the attack, which has been ruled as an isolated event. Rutgers University Police Department, or RUPD, is actively investigating the crime and will provide more information to the community once it becomes available. Antonio Calcado, Executive Vice President of Strategic Planning and Operations, said the safety and security of the Rutgers community is a paramount concern. I look forward to working together to keep Rutgers a safe, vibrant, and secure learning community. For those with information on this ongoing investigation, RUPD urges to call 848-932-8025.
I'm glad to hear that everything is taken care of.
I'm glad to hear that too, and I think it's important that this was an isolated event and RUPD is doing as much as they can to make sure nothing like this happens again.
Right, and I always feel safe here, and you know, when things happen, it's quickly taken care of, and that means, you know, RUPD is doing their best to keep us safe.
I agree.
But in more positive news, new active learning classrooms are revolutionizing the way in which professors teach material to their students. The learning facilities allow students to work in groups while being equipped with the latest technology. 3 of the state-of-the-art classrooms have been introduced to Rutgers New Brunswick as a part of a 5-year master plan to upgrade instructional spaces and integrate technology into the more traditional style of teaching. The classrooms, 2 of which are located in the new academic building on College Ave and 1 in Tillett Hall on the Livingston campus, can accommodate up to 90 students sitting around 10 tables. Through the use of technology, these classrooms encourage students to collaborate with others when problem solving. With every table having a flat-screen television in which students can plug their laptops in, sharing work and engaging with others is much easier. For more information on this teaching initiative, visit news.rutgers.edu. I think it is so great that they're integrating technology because we use it every day.
I agree. It's so prevalent in our society, so why not bring it into the classroom? At this point, everybody has their laptops or their phones. It's great to start to integrate that because that's what society is becoming.
Right, and it's a tool to use, you know. There's so much you can do with technology, more so you can do with a whiteboard or something, you know, old-fashioned, where you can do a lot with teaching and learning.
And it's really wild. Just think of how far we've come from 250 years ago.
Right.
Speaking of 250, I will be talking to Steve Shimchick from Rutgers 250 to find out more about this historical day right after this break.
This is Kate. Kate never utilized the many great resources Rutgers has to offer. Now, Kate doesn't have a job. Don't want to end up like Kate? Then you should go to University Career Services. University Career Services provides career-related counseling, resources, and programs to help individuals clarify academic and career goals, establish career plans, develop job search skills, and make successful career transitions. The mission is to build relationships with alumni, employers, and graduate schools to optimize internship, job, and career opportunities. From workshops and webinars to fairs and other recruiter visits, the staff within University Career Services works tirelessly to prepare students and connect them to the world of work. For more information, visit careers.rutgers.edu.
So welcome back, Rutgers. We're here with Steve Shimchick from Rutgers 250, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the Rutgers 250 celebration today. So can you recap how the university has been celebrating the 250th birthday this year?
Well, I mean, as you mentioned, November 10th last year was the kickoff, right? So a lot of celebration going on there. And throughout the year, I mean, there's been over 300 different events. Different departments have hosted their events, and the 250 office was helping, you know, give giveaways and facilitate and make sure the departments had what they needed. 2 books were released, and they kind of signify the entire anniversary, you know, 250 years and everything. There's a lot in these books, It's an anniversary portrait and Rutgers since 1945. Wow. Different, you know, departments have, like I said, had their events, and just kind of been a whole unifying experience for the campus. I don't think a lot of people, you know, when they knew it was starting, they didn't know it would get to this scale. And a lot of people have been excited to be a part of it. I mean,
and it's just grown.
Yeah, it's grown so much. You know, the biggest thing I think that people remember, Obama was here, President Obama, you know, to speak for commencement last year, and that was kind of I think, the big moment that a lot of people were excited about, and my office was really pleased to be able to make that happen. Not to brag or anything.
Yeah, that was very exciting. So good job for you. What is the university doing today in terms of the 250th birthday? Because today is the actual day.
It is indeed, yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Rutgers.
So you touched on a few things already, but you know, Day of Revolutionary Thinking, and in a bit there'll be cupcake distribution on all 3 campuses, Newark, New Brunswick, well, RBHS as well, and Camden, in dining halls, student centers. So go and get a cupcake if you haven't already.
I will get multiple cupcakes.
You know, breakfast cupcake, and maybe get one, you know, for dinner, whatever. Lunch, yeah, true. That's the best timing. After that, there's going to be a bell ringing on campus and flag raising, a bunch of different ceremonies kind of signify the anniversary. And then later this evening, there'll be a big student event over at Diner Park on College Ave.
Exciting.
Yeah, and that'll end with a fireworks display that will be at 6 p.m., Camden, Newark, and New Brunswick. Fireworks on all campuses.
All at the same time?
All at the same time.
Very cool.
And it should be a really great end to the year.
So you mentioned the Rutgers Revolutionary Day of thinking. So could you touch upon that a little bit more?
Yeah, Olivia stole some of my my points that I was actually going to make, because basically what the year, you know, is, what the day is, bringing together alumni, close to 80 for each campus. Newark, New Brunswick, and Camden. And they're coming back to speak about, what their jobs are, what they're doing now, how Rutgers has shaped them, and how, things are going. Some of the examples, like Olivia said, there are a broadcast news panel. There's a broadcast news panel happening later.
Interesting.
I'm sure you guys are familiar with the School of Communication Information.
A little bit.
A little bit. You've heard of it.
I've heard
and there's Eric LeGrand. He's going to be back to speak on campus. There's a pastry chef from the White House. That's going to be pretty exciting.
Ooh.
And, just kind of people like that along with researchers, and it's just going to be a great day. It's hosted by Community Affairs and a bunch of different departments. They can kind of elect their representatives, the alumni, to come back and speak.
That's cool, and especially for people like us who have graduated or are going to graduate from Rutgers. It's definitely good to see people who've been helped by Rutgers and have been shaped by Rutgers.
Definitely.
So what will the ceremony at Old Queens be like later on today?
So it starts at 2:50 with a bell ringing of the Old Queen's bell, 2:50 to 2:55, so that's about 250 seconds. So there's kind of a theme going on today.
Yeah, it seems to be a theme. I wonder why.
That's a good question. So after that, there's going to be during that, I want to touch on that. We have President Barchi, Chancellor Edwards, and various others ringing the bell. And churches throughout the state, Newark, New Brunswick, and Camden, will be ringing their bells in sync with Rutgers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been unifying the state, unifying the three main locations. And then there's going to be a flag raising, and the flag was flown over the Capitol and donated by Congressman Frelinghuysen, who's got ties to Rutgers through his relatives. And so this flag was donated. It's an American flag, and it's going to be flown at Old Queens and then put in the Visitor Center. And ROTC cadets will be bringing that and doing all the ceremonies with that. And then there'll be the planting of a scarlet dogwood tree, which is a SEBS and NJAES all-star breed. So basically, throughout the year, they've had different Rutgers 250, fruits and nuts and trees. So we've got a scarlet dogwood tree that's going to be planted on campus.
Very cool.
And hopefully it lasts, carries on after the 250th.
I like the sound of that. Will there be any other 250 celebrations after today, or is this kind of the final celebration?
So this is the big final celebration in a way, but departments, there are events happening after November 10th that are tied to the anniversary, and departments are more than welcome to have their events throughout next year. Banners and signage that you may have seen on campus, they're going to stay there up until probably fall of 2017. So it is still an ongoing thing. It started last year, and it's just continuing to grow, but it's you're still allowed to keep celebrating. You're still allowed
to celebrate. Okay, so today's not the last day. So where can students go for more information on the Rutgers 250 celebration?
That's easy enough. You can go to 250.rutgers.edu.
All right, there you have it. Thanks so much for coming on the show, Steve. We'll be right back with The Devil Wears Prada right after this.
Ooh. The Rutgers University Infectious Disease Practice is a health clinic that provides medical care, treatment, and services to over 1,400 HIV-infected individuals. They serve the city of Newark and its surrounding communities where there is a high incidence of poverty, hunger, substance abuse, and mental health issues. Due to limited funding, the clinic is seeking donations in order to keep supporting patients' educational, psychosocial support, and celebratory activities. For more information, watch the video posted on the Rutgers Foundation website, which describes the clinic and highlights their committed staff. You can make a donation at the Rutgers University Foundation at one.rutgers.edu.
So welcome back, Rutgers. I hope you learned a lot about what's going on today for the revolutionary birthday through that interview.
Yeah, I know I did. I'm definitely going to check out the fireworks later. That is the biggest way to end any celcelebration.
I'm so sad because I'm actually going to be in my internship until 6 o'clock, so I'm going to see if I can get out
maybe if you get out a little
seconds early, I would love to see fireworks.
And rush over there. Yeah, it'll be great. Maybe they'll be red and very Scarlet Night-like.
I hope so. I'm definitely getting cupcakes, though, multiple times today. It's going to happen.
Lunch and dinner. I think I'll maybe miss the breakfast time, but I'll...
You're going to miss the breakfast train?
Yeah.
You're not going on board the breakfast train? That's too bad.
I'll stop by, to get cupcakes for lunch and dinner, and, what's a birthday without cupcakes or cake?
Exactly. Well, right now we're going to check out The Devil Wears Prada with Chloe Cooper on What's on RUTV.
everyone, and welcome back to another episode of What's on RUTV. I'm your host, Chloe Cooper, and I'm here to let you know about all the great movies we have playing on RUTV for the month of November. As college students, we've all worked before, but sometimes we get stuck with the boss who we might consider to be the devil. For Anne Hathaway in The Devil Wears Prada, this is exactly how she feels about her new boss. Let's check it out. Fresh out of college and desperate to land a journalism position, Andy Sachs, played by Anne Hathaway, lands the job of second fashion assistant to the most powerful voice in the fashion industry. Played by the legendary Meryl Streep, editor-in-chief Miranda Priestley is, in fact, the devil. It doesn't help that Andy knows nothing about the fashion industry, has no sense of style, and worst of all, didn't know who Miranda Priestley even was before her interview. Despite her lack of interest or appreciation for the fashion industry, Miranda gives Andy the chance to prove herself. Immediately, she realizes that working at a high-fashion publication isn't as easy as she thought. With hopes of landing her dream job at the New York Observer, Andy decides to stick it out to gain a reference, but along the way, she conforms to the many stresses and wonders of the fashion industry.
A million girls would kill for this job.
I thought, take a chance. Hire the smart, fat girl.
She hates me, Nigel. There's a way that you can help me.
No.
Please, I'm desperate.
I know. It's tragic.
Will that fit me?
Little Crisco and some fishing line, and we're in business.
I'm still the same person. Better clothes.
I like the old clothes.
Andy, you look so chic.
You look so thin.
Do I? Just one stomach flew away from my goal weight.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
My personal life is hanging by a thread.
That's what happens when you start doing well at work. Let me know when your whole life goes up in smoke. It means it's time for a promotion.
Do you know why I hired you? I see a great deal of myself in you. People think that success just happens to you. It doesn't. You want this life? The decision's yours.
Be sure to catch The Devil Wears Prada on Channel 27.1. Students should also be aware that RUTV is participating in a one-year pilot program with HBO, Cinemax, and Encore to bring the newest and most popular movies to Rutgers students. Head to Channel 3.1 for HBO, 3.2 for HBO 2, 6.1 for HBO S, 6.2 for Cinemax, 8.1 for Encore, and 8.2 for Encore C. For more information about all things playing on RUTV, head to rutv.rutgers.edu or follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. For What's on RUTV, I'm Chloe Cooper.
You know, I have never seen that movie, but I always really liked the movie poster.
Yeah, I love the movie poster, you know, with the red heel.
The red heel and the little devil pitchfork.
Yeah. And it's so interesting because I feel like when you talk about bosses and you think of, you know, a typical devil boss, you know, she plays the part very well. You know, it's Meryl Streep, so, you know,
she plays every part really well.
So it's very interesting, and it's cool to see that someone, you know, can overcome that and, you know, and do their best that they can in a position like Anne Hathaway was in. So
yeah, and Anne Hathaway, didn't she want to be a journalist in that?
Yes.
She did, and you want to be a journalist as well.
I do, yeah. And speaking of which, I'll be going to the event later today for a 250 celebration. There'll be a conversation with some journalists, media personalities, and they'll talk about the business and how Rutgers has helped them get there. And there's some really powerful people that will be speaking there. So
what time is that event?
It's from 1 to 3, and it's at the academic building. So.
I'm so sad. I always have class during every cool event, so you're going to have to keep me updated on that.
I will try to take pictures maybe, tell you what we talked about. It'll be cool to network. And
in the meantime, I'll get you some cupcakes.
Yes, please do.
Because that's what I'll be doing today, because I'm going to be in class the whole time. But the cupcakes.
Well, yeah, at least you won't miss that, you know?
I won't miss class, and I won't miss cupcakes.
Yeah,
and I hopefully won't miss the fireworks. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed you can rush over there after class, you know, to see the fireworks. Because, you know, fireworks do last a little while, so maybe they'll be...
That's true.
You know, maybe you'll see them when, you know, you're on a Rutgers bus or something.
Yeah.
You'll see them over the river, which will be pretty cool.
I think one of my professors is actually letting us out of class a few minutes early so we could go to Diner Park and, like, check some stuff out just before we go to our next classes and stuff. So I'm going to try my best to get to that event.
Yeah, I definitely would check it out. And even if you don't have time to stay for a while, you know, stop by in between.
Just want to see
schedules.
because You have to.
Yeah, it's Rutgers' birthday.
Only once.
Only once
this happens.
We won't be here for the next one. I mean, we'll be around, but probably not at Rutgers. Hopefully we graduated by then.
Hopefully I will have graduated by then.
Right.
We'll see. But
so it's amazing to be part of something so revolutionary.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, for more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on Facebook by searching RU Network or follow us on Twitter by searching @WakeUpRutgers.
And don't forget to tune in on Monday with hosts Olivia Cruser and Joey Lupo.
But before we go, we'd like to thank Steve for joining us. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Olivia Cruser.
Yes, thanks so much, Steve. I'm Kim Bollard. And happy birthday, Rutgers. We'll see you next week.